Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Nicole with Made from Scrap and welcome to the Trick or Treat Treasure Team collab that we are doing. There is a whole list of collaborators in the description box below, and there is a playlist so you can jump from one to the next and just keep watching. Isn't that wonderful? Each of the next 4 weeks, we are going to be bringing to you projects, and they each have a different type of theme. So this week, starting on the September 28th, we have cards and tags, and then the following week, we're going to have a mini album, the net or folio, and then following that, junk journal will be the focus, and then for the 4th week, a box bag or container. So I hope you enjoy this collaboration and get some crafty inspiration. Pull out stuff from your stash like we are trying to do and see what you can come up with. So I went ahead and made some cards for this collaboration. I pulled out some text from a book that I purchased at a secondhand store that I had sprayed in the past, and so I just had a bunch of different colors in my stash. You can see I pulled those out. I ripped them apart just to get down to the size of these pre-made bases that I had in my stash also. These bases were just from prior projects left over the same size, and I went ahead and scored them before. So I had those ready to go in my stash. I went through my scraps. This was a great scrap buster project as well. I went through my scraps to find the layer to place underneath for each of these and cut those down, and then I went ahead and pulled out my paper ruffles from my stash. I have some cut aparts from my porch prints that I had printed out and had already fussy cut, and those were ready to go. So I just have little things all over that I am just using. I had stuff that had been gifted to me in the past, little spider webs and bat dies. I had made little paper mache items in the past that I keep in this little container, so I pulled a bunch of odds and ends out of there as well. I used my spray stains, you'll see, and then so here's one of the papers from the book that I have left over to use still. And then I pulled out some ephemera pieces that I purchased because I didn't have anything from the printables that I had that was more of a blue color. So I did have a couple of already cut out sentiments, so I went ahead and used those. But let's take a look at, here is the finished cards. So we have this one, Happy Halloween. Isn't that just adorable? And then we have this one, White Raven Inn, Come Stay With Us Forever. How cool is that? Here we go again, Happy Halloween. This is one of those little paper maches, and I just sprayed it with some Distress spray stain, black soot. I actually also tried putting some black nouveau on it first, so that's why it has a little bit of a shine. I just used my finger to dab it on there. And of course I broke the little thing, but then the little tail off, so I just had to make sure to hot glue those on. I have another ephemera piece here in the back, just trying to pull together the colors. Here's one with this little witchy girl, Pure Magic, October 31st. This is another one of the paper maches. This is a little gifted element that I pulled out, someone had given to me in the past. Put some little pop dots underneath to give some dimension. Here's a little goblin boy. Isn't that just adorable? He's got his little potion bottle here. I left that one plain. Additional cut aparts. And then we have this little witchy girl, and look how cute. And then I also went ahead and used some spray stains here. This is crushed olive for the top, and then black soot again for the bottom. And I just think that that's just adorable. I had a little ghosty cut apart someone had given to me, and this a little spider web, and those were too fun to make and play around with my scraps. So I hope that you got some inspiration from this. I have one other thing to show you that I made. This is using the A2 card box die from Scrap Diva Designs, and I used some leftover foam stickers that I had. This is a die from Scrap Diva as well. I used a bling from Buttons Galore and More on here and on here. And then this is the paper collection, a new paper collection that is called Hollow's Eve. And I use that. You can check out my other videos on my channel for design team projects for Country Craft Creations. But let's just walk through these cards. So these are some of the odds and ends, foam stickers, pieces that I had left over from the collection that I went ahead and made some cards from. So a couple ephemera pieces there. There's that one. I used a black pen to just make some faux stitching around the outside edges. I used black soot around some of the edges as well, just to give a little bit more dimension. Hodgepodge, just some pieces together there. Here's another foam sticker that I used for the sentiment. And then there's this one as well. Candy, Feast, and Tired Kids. Yes, yes. And then of course this is a pen, just a dot and a squiggle line that I drew on there all the way around that one as well. And that's the bottom of the box. So I hope again that this has given you some inspiration. Please check out the other videos in this fun collaboration. And until next time, everyone, I sure hope you have a great time getting started with your Halloween crafting. And I'll see you next time. Happy crafting, you all. Goodbye.